Hi there, welcome in. This is Divination Rainbow. As you settle in, take a deep breath. Please try to be fully present if you can. Today's message is here to meet you exactly where you are. It is my intention that this message will bring some clarity to your present situation. Let's begin. I have been hearing that someone is keeping a secret from you. I keep hearing someone is keeping a secret from you, and I want to know what it is. Someone is keeping a secret, and I want to know what it is. I wonder what that looks like. So I want to see. Please allow me to see more information. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. Discontentment and regret. Someone is keeping a secret from you, and I want to know what it is. Expansion, and then discontentment and regret. Okay. Expansion, discontentment, and regret. Okay. I have some thoughts already, but give me just a little bit more. Let me see just a little bit more into this situation, please. What is this secret? Okay. Yep. Makes sense to me. Kind of what I thought with what we have already. All right. There. So yeah, this is kind of what I thought, unfortunately. But I'm going to tell it like I see it because I have to say something if I see something, right? So the first card out was expansion, followed by discontentment, followed by regret. The very first thing that I saw was the discontentment. That was the first thing I saw, okay? And I'm noticing with these figures that this expansion, she's kind of out here. She's kind of just out here, completely out here, if you catch my drift. And this discontentment person is definitely like looking down the bridge of their nose at this person. And then this person is over here and they've like stabbed someone in the back, okay? And they're just kind of looking like a little bit blushed. So there's two possibilities that I'm seeing here. And they're both pretty similar, but they take different paths. And the first one would be that maybe my person watching this video, you were discontented and so you started looking for an expansion, you were looking elsewhere, and someone that you know was seeing that expansion, seeing that growth, and having that happen, it made them feel jealous. And this would have been someone you were close with, a family member or a friend, okay? Or a romantic partner, perhaps, okay? That is option number one. Option number two is this could be a romantic connection. Either you or your partner stepping out of the connection, looking over here at this third party energy, it's causing regret. Okay, definitely. And then I say that especially because the next two cards that we got just really confirmed it all for me. Indecision in the connection. So either in this friendship relationship where this person is not being completely honest to you and they're having some regret where they're holding that sword, they stabbed you in the back, it looks like. It's causing some indecision, some uncertainty in your friendship, and it's time for things to change. You guys are at an impasse, and there's also some transformative energy, whether it's good or bad. You might need to get on up out of there. We'll find out in just a minute. We'll get a little bit more information. But if this is the other situation, if this is like that third party romantic energy and then someone is stepping out, once again, it's the same message. There's indecision in the connection. And this looks like at one point in time, whomever this is that we're speaking about, the person who's not watching, that this was an important connection. It felt like a miracle, felt like a really strong bond, maybe fated or promised. The triple rainbow, not a triple rainbow. All right, my friends. So let's put this to the side and see what more information we can get about what this secret is. So now that we know who this person might be, this someone who is keeping this secret from you. Now I want to know what it is, because I'm sometimes nosy. And I'm also here for you, right? We already had one flip. Strength. I'm going to need a little bit more than that before I say what I think the secret is. Interesting. I love the art on this deck. This is the Unveiled Tarot. It's good for situations like this, that's for sure, right? Secrets when the cards are face down. A lot of my cards have been coming out face down lately, which is not the norm for me, you know. If you have seen my other videos, you know that. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. So this is probably, definitely, I want to say probably definitely. I don't want to say definitely, but definitely. Okay, so I guess we're going to go with definitely. Romantic. Too many cooks in the kitchen, baby. I can see it all now. Please let me see a little more. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay, that's definitely significant. We have 3 2s on the table, people. We have 3 2s on the table. We have the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, and the 2 of Swords. So I'm sure some people are thinking, oh, 2 2 2, because definitely, let's not discredit that. Let's not discredit the 222 standing for alignment. But also, I would say that when you have 3 2s in a reading, it definitely is also significant because it could be some type of uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like striking a chord with someone. Not like striking a chord, but a chord. All right? Interesting. Third party energy, for sure. I feel like you're staying calm and you're keeping it together while everything around you is falling apart. And you kind of have a feeling about this, whatever this is, whatever this trickery, whatever this weird thing is, okay? I can definitely see that in you. Because what the 2 of Wands is telling me, especially for you in this situation where we saw those oracle cards earlier specifically, is that you have some kind of clarity coming in, okay? And you've been gathering information, you've been gathering intel, you've been doing your recon. And this King of Wands individual is probably not going to be able to fool you much longer, I'm imagining. They are someone who people generally fawn over, right? Maybe that's what's caused this. And it doesn't have to be a masculine energy. It could certainly 100% be a feminine energy, because I absolutely am seeing that here as well. I'm seeing like casual, maybe it started at work, kind of casual situation for the romantic connection. It didn't seem like a big deal, but now you're like, I got eyes and I have intuition, and now I need to make a decision about this. Is walking away going to make me happier? Is walking away going to be the fulfillment that I actually need? Can we get any more information on this situation, please? I'd like to know, is walking away going to be the fulfillment? Is it going to be what we need? We got an answer right away. Maybe, maybe not. Gonna happen quickly. Definitely gonna happen quickly. But it might not be as big of a deal as you think it is. To you, it might be a huge deal, but then it might be like, oh, okay. Because this is something that you've been kind of holding on to really tightly. Your perfect picture. It was at one point in time. Perfect friendship. I'm hearing the three amigos. I'm not sure why I'm hearing the three amigos. Maybe you guys were a trio of friends. For those of you that this isn't resonating for the whole romantic connection, the number three, a trio of friends, the Empress. This person's now in solitude, but she's grounded. And the Empress is always going to come out on top. Okay? So if someone has been playing around on you in some kind of way, whether it is a friend or a romantic connection, and all of this is making sense so far about somebody kind of playing a trick on you, lying to you, keeping a secret from you, and now we know that it has something to do with another energy that they've been putting their time into. And maybe even taking some of the energy or the time that they would normally get from or give to you and muddling that and muddying the waters. And then it's gotten to a point for where you're kind of upset about this. You're seeing this now and you're starting to come into this realization. But at the same time, you are having memories of what things used to be like with this person because they are a charismatic person. They are a passionate person who people like to be around. And at one point in time, you guys did have a really good mutual connection. Now you're needing to root and ground yourself and come back into your power. Don't forget who you are and why this person was drawn to you in the first place, because you're an amazing person on your own. And whatever is going on, why someone feels like they need to keep like detrimental secrets from you is probably intolerable. And no one deserves to be sitting in that kind of situation where now you're watching this reading for that reason. But you're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to let it go. Whatever secret that they're holding on to tight, I feel like you're holding on to just as tightly the hope that you're going to get some kind of information, some kind of explanation, some kind of closure, and potentially maybe you will, but also for many of you, maybe you won't. And the most important thing is instead of just waiting around and being patient and chiseling away at it, okay, that you actually just educate yourself. and 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 that's the way it has to be. That's literally the way it has to be, because no matter what is meant to be is going to come to pass. Okay? And what you have the option to do is to speak and to shoot straight and to ask questions if things don't seem right and to state your claim on what you feel like you are entitled to and to set boundaries around and reject the things that you don't want in your life, right? So if this energy of this like secretive kind of situation has been kind of dragging you down, what you don't see is the Queen of Wands. You can manifest in whatever reality you want because you are a master of expression and a master manifester. You call the shots, okay? That's why this person was probably drawn to you in the first place. You're a commanding person, okay? And perhaps this seemed like this person was, right? This divine counterpart, this like I said earlier, three amigos, two peas in a pod maybe, okay? But now look at you guys, pointing the blame at one another. Maybe it's time for that conversation. It's going to happen one way or the other. So instead of being patient and letting them hold on to this secret while you hold on to the hope of some kind of truth or clarity, or maybe this isn't what I think it is, speak. You can speak. You don't have to be manipulated. Nobody deserves that. Okay. Nobody deserves to be manipulated like that. Oh, that's heavy. That's a lot, but somebody needed to hear it. And that's why I felt like I really just needed to get this message out. I think something to lighten the mood before I close off this reading would be nice. So I'm going to pull you a few cards to look ahead, okay? And bring the focus back onto you and what we know for sure instead of the secrets that we're like not with and not feeling that really at this time. All right. Let's see. All right, let's get some nice messages of clarity for you to help you go within, especially if you want to do some breath work or maybe a little meditation, even. That always is so nice. I feel like there's been so much going on in everyone's day-to-day lives. It's sometimes hard to find time, but even just 2 or 3 minutes of breath work can make a world of difference in your life if you make that time. Wow. I can't even make this up, you guys. Let it go. Get lost. Let go of all that no longer serves you and fall deep into the realm of imagination. Okay. So we're talking about letting go of energies, patterns, people, places, things that are not resonating with your highest vibration, that are not bringing you in the direction that you envision yourself going, that are not authentic, that are not bringing you joy, things that are clearly not for you. Let it go. 2 plus 3 equals 5. You need to make a change. Okay? And then get lost. And I see this as two different, very different messages. The first thing I see, okay, would be getting lost within. There is definitely a time now for you to love yourself. With the pink tones and the green tones in both of these cards, the archways that we see, you are full of potential and promise, and you deserve to have the things that you know are for you. So do give yourself love, respect yourself, appreciate yourself, and value yourself. You can let go of all that no longer serves you. And when I see this get lost, I'm thinking fall deep. Yeah, fall deep within. Go within. Love yourself. Be you. Be deeply authentic. Be deeply loving of yourself, but also get lost to whatever that shit was that we saw earlier, quite frankly. Sorry to have to be that way, but I'm just so for real. Get lost to this secret, get lost to this lie, because I am definitely hearing lie and liar. And I just heard, you lied to me. It's all flooding in now. I'm getting a massive download. I'm hearing, why did you lie? You lied to me. Why did you lie? Um, and for those of you who know, why'd you lie? What the heck? Right? Terrible. Why would someone do that? And also, I would like to point out to you, before you start making excuses for this person, omitting the truth is a lie. Specifically not doing something or saying something and keeping information or details from someone or acting a certain type of way to intentionally mislead is a manipulating and a lying behavior. It is not an honest, trustworthy, authentic behavior, right? Whoever needed to hear that, that's for you. Okay? I love you. Now, that's a lot. If that resonated, definitely take a deep breath. Everything has a deeper meaning. Sometimes rejection is God's protection, they say. But what's meant for you is going to find you. And nothing that is damaged, especially when it is something that is viable, should be completely discarded. With that being said, if you are truly deep down feeling some type of way and you are just looking for confirmation, it's also okay to let this be your confirmation that you need to have a conversation. All right. And now with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut you loose. But I appreciate you so much. And I'm sending you all of the positivity, all of the light, and all of the love. Until next time, take good care.